this town has been un. This town has been unbearable, lifeless, filled only with boredom, propaganda, and control. I've tried to escape, and I've failed this time. But I'll find a way. They call me Mr. Prepper.
There we go, and looks like the microphone is on. Good morning to everybody who showed up here. Appreciate your time. We have a lot on our table this morning. A lot to talk about. If you saw my YouTube video from yesterday evening, I am okay. I am just fine. I appreciate the concern. All is well in my world. It's just the kind of shit that happens when you when you put a little bit of adult libation in your body from time to time, you know. Yep, Jack. We're actually have a segment on that. We're definitely going to be covering that there, as usual. Oh yeah. So the people in the backup channel must love me more than the people in the primary channel, because the backup channel already has double the likes. I haven't said one word to anybody. You guys all got fired up at the same exact time. There's 14 people in that channel, and they are destroying you, primary channel. So get your stuff in one bag. Tappity tap tap tap. Good morning, Daddy. Semper Fi, bro. Woohoo! Love it. Let's see here. What do we got here? Most stable fuel. And store long term. Okay, I'm not sure what. Hello, what's your shirt say? My shirt says, "Introverts unite separately in your own homes." All right, let's see over the YouTube side here. Oh, I thought my door was open there for a second. Let's see who we got over there on the YouTube. Everybody popping in saying good morning. We got old Doug Frost. We got Dog and Ball. We got Catitude, Billy Buck, Allison. Connie, JB. JB just recently came over from TikTok yesterday, I think. Viking Queen, Tracy Waters. So we got a lot of the normals saying good morning. I love it. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah. By the way, they're still beating you. You guys are still winning. They're losing. Two phones next to each other. Super awesome. Just keep it up. It brings the algorithm. It helps out. Once again, if you're new to the channel, it's not about vanity. I could give a shit about your likes. It's about getting the word out. I haven't checked today, but last time I checked, it was like 254,000 followers. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's jump right into it and do some of the tech stuff to just to knock it out. So the YouTube CEO resigns as the site battles TikTok. Whoa, they're fighting each other. If you guys didn't know this, YouTube Shorts is battling TikTok to keep people on their platform. You know, unfortunately, the attention span of a certain generation of people is so low that they won't watch a video if it's more than 3 minutes long. Thus, TikTok's longest video is 3 minutes long. Unless you can upload up to 10-minute videos, but nobody watches them. And the YouTube is obviously the longer content, the gear reviews, the things like that. That's where we're going to find most of my stuff that is not like in your face. It's more of, hey, I've got this thing. What do you think about it? Let me know. Here's a link if you're interested. You know, it's those kind of videos. Good morning, daughter of Jesus. Daughter of Jesus. Gotcha. What's up? What's up, Barbara? Gotcha. Archangel showed up. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Let's see. Someone just became my top viewer. I'm not sure what that means. Oh my God. There's 92 people in my backup channel. Unheard of. Unheard of. Oh, I love you guys. I love all you guys. I really do. Let's see here. But yeah, that's the. Well, you know what? I never turned that on for you guys for the old YouTube. If you guys are new to the channel, the things that I talk about, you can actually watch on YouTube because I'm live streaming there as well. Just go to the link in my bio, in my description. No. Link in my bio, in my profile. And what's up, Arnes? Someone else said hi too. Let's take a chance here. We got Barbara, we got Arnes, we got Nathan, we got Ironbug showed up. What's going on, Ironbug? What do we got here? I gotta fix this. Hold on, guys. You can swipe right to see not like a big giant chat overlay. I don't know if you guys can see that. JDM showed up on TikTok. Nice. Let's see. I got over 1 million views on a short video I made on TikTok. It happens, Jack. It happens. I've got a couple of videos that are like that. But like I said, if it's short, it's punchy, it makes people giggle, you're going to get a buttload of views, but there's no substance. People aren't learning anything. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I live stream on both platforms, because we can try to merge those things. You know, if I say something on one platform, and say, by the way, you can find the extended version of this if you want to know more over here, then now you know where to go. You know, for TikTok, it's just off. I mean, I'm still getting messages about, what about what's happening in 10 days? And it's like, we're on day like 95, you know, so stop tapping to say hi. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Oh, you stopped tapping to say hi. I got you, Patrick. Okay. All right. Hey, Jelly, what's going on from Australia? That was an awful. That was an act. I won't even try the Barbie thing. But yeah, we get some Australians in here from time to time. Where are we at here? RC showed up. Yeah, good morning to you. Nice, nice. Hello from Pennsylvania. Up and down. I like it. What's up with the water supply in Jackson, Mississippi? We're actually going to cover that. I have that as in a segment in 1, 2, 3, in the 4th segment of the show. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do the 2 hours today. We will see what happens. My God, we got a Norwegian in here. Nice. Nice. I love it. Okay, so we got our old international stuff going on over here, but I just want to let you know that the old CEO has stepped down from YouTube, which is hilarious. It says YouTube CEO resigns as Google streaming giant faces growing threat from TikTok. Whatever. He is currently overseeing Google's small business advertising deal in October. He is replaced by someone who we don't care about. Both YouTube and Instagram copied TikTok's short video scrolling interface via features called Shorts and Reels, respectively, to attract younger users. Google confirmed that he has left his post, but no further comments. So the reality is that he's moved on to bigger and better things. This is not a thing. If you guys hear anything about the battles between the shorts and the reels and the TikToks, it means nothing. It means some dude who made way too much money to do nothing just went to do something else for somebody else, getting paid way too much to do nothing. That's all it means. Hello from the bunker. Got it, Jot. I love it. Let's see. Hello from Pennsylvania. 2 live accounts going nice. Thank you, Plan. Thank you, Plan TikToker. Yeah, I mean, it's just too easy to do. I mean, there's no reason not to do it. It's a way to disseminate the information to a wider a wider audience is what it really comes down to. Let's see here. Hi, are you the reason my pantry is full? I don't mind still having more time to prep. Yes, I would hope that I'm the reason that your pantry is full, and I absolutely love it. Difference between a catfish and my mother-in-law. Okay, thanks for the joke. Hello from Canada. Hey, what's up, alrighty then? I know who you are. Good morning, Texas Ginger. Has anyone heard any about them telling Texas to get a bag pack? It's been all over No, I haven't heard that. Is that a thing, guys? Has anybody in Texas, are they saying to basically, pack a bug out bag? Is that something that people have been seeing? Let's see here. I'll wait a few seconds, but we're gonna go ahead and switch off of that one while we wait. Hello from Kentucky. My dad passed, and he had a year's worth of Patriot food in boxes of ham. Thank you, Dad. There you go. It's called a legacy. I'm in Texas. Haven't heard it yet. Gotcha. Good morning. I haven't heard that. Good. Someone said, yeah, they have. I'm in Texas. Have not heard that. Okay. Well, we'll see how that comes out. That's it could be anything. So, all right. Let's see here. So breaking. If you guys didn't know this, the old I don't Orange Man bad there. People are just they're trying to shut him up any way possible. But basically, Truth Social has been banned from the Google App Store over content moderation. So in a nutshell, Google is telling Truth Social that we're not going to let you on because you don't tell people what to say and you let them say what they want. A Google spokesman has revealed that former president social media platform Truth Social has been kept from Android devices because the platform allegedly lacks effective content moderation. That's a quote, by the way. According to The Hill, the spokesman said that Truth lacks, and they're talking about not The Truth, but Truth Social, his app, lacks the content moderation needed to meet Google Play's terms of service. Yeah, so basically they just want to keep him shut down. Now, somebody help me out here. Hey, Catitude, thank you. Lanny, good morning. Another Australian. I like it. Somebody help me out here. You've got the Google Play Store, and I thought there was it like the Android Store or something like that? Because I've been looking for this app, and I've tried to create an account, and unless you have a fucking iPhone, excuse my French, there's a very good chance you can't even get on that thing. So, let's see, haven't been on in a few weeks. What did I miss? JK, you missed everything, April. You missed April Bush. You missed everything. PSA went out in Texas soon after New York. Okay, so this is an old thing. Okay, I gotcha. That's not in Google's best interest. I saw there were many misses to have their water shut down. Question mark. Yes, we have a segment on that coming up, and it's actually the Capitol. Sorry, that came out wrong. Google Play is involved politically. Oh yeah, of course, Richard. Of course. Yeah, no worries, bro. There's no. Listen, this is one of the pieces of the textbook for these crazy people that they're going to not just attack but silence, and they honestly believe that if they just keep saying the same junk over and over, that sooner or later, and that's actually part of the Alinsky Rules for Radicals book. If you guys ever get a chance, Google Rules for Radicals, and you can see the exact game plan of these nutbags. They're following it to a T. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you, kind of get that out of the way. This just came in this morning. China is aggressively reselling Russian gas to Europe. Guthrin. Yes, I back the blue. I back all of the police officers. Let's say, except for the current FBI. There you go. So I'm pretty sure that's what you're asking me, right? Right? That's what you're asking me, right? Let's see here. So, basically, China is... 1 month ago, we're surprised to read how, despite a suppressed appetite for energy amid its housing crash and economic downturn, for which zero COVID has emerged as a convenient scapegoat for Emperor Xi. China has been soaking up more Russian natural gas so far this year, while imports from most other sources declined. Sorry about that, guys. Let me mute that on the other phone. I should have had that off. Trying to stay updated about the BP refinery that went up in flames. Whoa! I'm not aware of that, CPAP. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Always an angle. There it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. Be clear. State your presence. You either mean one thing or you mean the other. There's nothing in the middle. Let's see. I heard mostly young men are crossing the border. Yeah, well, I don't know that to be a fact. But, I mean, you can watch. Unfortunately, the only people that are actually talking about it is Fox. And they've got a drone in the air every day. And they're showing all these people. And there's not a lot of little, like big people, little people. It's just big people, big people, big people. So I cannot confirm that. No sound. Window liquor, what are you talking about? I'm watching my sound meter. Check your sound. Check your sound, bro. Let's see here. That's because the women in get taken. Are we still headed toward food shortage in the masses? McGrew, honestly, unfortunately, I believe that. There's been too much there's been too many negative things that are happening within the food production chain, and the farmers are fighting as hard as they can. The producers are fighting as hard as they can, but the problem is it's like the Slinky effect. When something goes bad over here, it takes time to get over here, okay? And unfortunately, that time will start around our winter and go probably 6 months after that, Oscar Blue Ramirez on YouTube does daily lives. Nice. I did not know that. Thank you very much. Let's see. No, we can't sit overseas, but hey, I'm tracking. Stick around. I've actually got a segment on that that we're going to be dealing with. I got you doing YouTube and TikTok. Like Frosty, I'm everywhere. I'm on this TikTok. I'm on this TikTok, and I'm on that YouTube over there. And I'm going to get my cameras right one day. Hey, what's going on? Bisajadak. That's kind of cool. The refinery going down will severely impact harvest seasons. Where's this CPAP? Where is this refinery at? I mean, it could. It's. I'm not buying it, and here's why. Because every time there's a frickin' hurricane that rolls up into the Gulf, the gas prices go through the roof. You know what I'm saying? They stop production to protect the asset that's out there, and then then they recover, which means they turn everything back on, and somehow gas prices continue to stay high. A Michigan refinery, huh? Okay. See, that does. This sounds. No, I'm on both. Laugh out loud. I got you, Frosty. Whitmer called a state of emergency for the BP plant. When did this happen? I've heard absolutely nothing. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, there you go. I think Indiana reconnecting fees to get you the likes. I got you. Thank you, Frosty. I appreciate it. Let's see, 3.7 a gallon. Thanks, Mr. President. I don't know what that means because. I've got to. I don't know where you're going with this. I sense the direction you're leaning, Guthrie, but we don't do a lot of politics here. We just state the facts and whether we like them or not. Now, here's the thing. 6 months ago, the president said, "There's nothing I can do about the gas prices. This is not me." And now, in the last 2 months, he's going, "Oh, let's take a victory lap. Look what we did." It's one thing or the other. Someone's full of shit. Let's see. I just went through Hurricane Sally. Couldn't get gas anywhere. Good morning, my guy here from Newfoundland. I got Newfoundland in the house. My God, I got a lot of foreign people in here. That is hilarious. And the bots just showed up. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on the YouTube's right here? Sound now might have been on my end. I reload the page. It's in the Midwest. I heard the major refinery. It actually was in Indiana, and it's going to affect 3 to 4 states. I think it happened Sunday. I gotcha. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Thanks, Catitude. I haven't, like I said, I watch the news every day. I haven't heard anything about this. So that's kind of mind-blowing. I would think that would be, like, huge on all the networks, you know? So... let's see, what we got here? I gotcha. Hey, thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next subject. Because obviously China is buying Russian gas, or is buying the Russian natural gas, and this is from Chinese LNG. It's actually a company. It says, make no mistake, all of these excess LNG was sourced in part or in whole in Russia. But since it's been tolled in China, it is no longer Russian. It is instead, drumroll, Chinese LNG. So basically, they're buying from the Russians and selling it out to everybody else to make some money. What? I used my debit card to pay $30, charged me credit, and held $300 on my account. I don't know what that is or about. Let's see here. Lucky we just under $5. People are still talking about gas. Corporate set the prices in capitalist economy. Corporations. Okay. JB says there's an electrical fire in Indiana refinery not expected to create issues. I see. So JB may have some more defined information. Thank you, JB. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump onto this. People are talking about Mississippi. Okay, so here's what you guys need to know about Mississippi. It's Jackson, Mississippi. Mississippi's capital has no running water. Jackson, Mississippi residents have no drinking water indefinitely. And here are some of the facts behind it. The 180,000 residents of Jackson, Mississippi have had no water coming from the tap to drink, brush their teeth, or even flush toilets since Monday. And officials say the situation will go on indefinitely. How did we get there? The immediate cause of Jackson's predicament is flooding from the nearby Pearl River, which affected a city-run water treatment plant. But the root of the city's failing infrastructure go back much further and mirror those of other minority cities. Water systems that consistently violate federal drinking water laws are 40% more likely to be located in areas where more residents of color, according to a 2019 report by Natural Resources Defense Council. I'm not sure why they're talking about color here, but so what now? Mississippi's governor declared a state of emergency, and the National Guard will help distribute water while the plant is repaired. A little side note, Mississippi is slated to receive $75 million from the recently passed federal infrastructure bill to fix its water issues. The problem? Jackson's mayor said last week that the repairing city's water system will cost as much as $200 million. So basically, they didn't maintain their water system, and all these people are all assed out. Now they got the National Guard handing out bottled water by the case. Oh, that's racist. I should have known. What the fuck are you talking about, Patrick? It's an article. All right, did you just say that to me, and what should you have known? You know what? I'm not even going to tolerate that crap. We're not even going to do that. This is the kind of triggering of the foolhardy. You know what I'm saying? Find another channel, but if you pop up again, Patrick, and you say that stupid crap anymore, you'll be gone from there too. But you're not going to watch this channel anymore. It's not like I need you. That's for damn sure. No one needs that kind of crap. Let's see here. So basically, what's happened is whoever's in charge of that city has not been maintaining the infrastructure. You know, where is the tax money going? Because this is the basics. This is what, you know, it's like the president. Your only real job in the Constitution is to protect the nation. That's it. Okay? Well, if you're the mayor of a city or the governor of a state, then your job is to make sure that your citizenry has water to drink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the essence of life. They make commercials about this kind of crap. Okay. Let's see here. Top 5 EDC items you recommend. EDC. Let's see here. Wallet, keys, phone, sidearm, pencil, and I'm going to go with 6 with a notepad. Hello, John Baker. Good to see you. Let's see here. We are always on a boil advisory here in Western Kentucky. Yeah, I'm caught. You know, I mean, I don't understand why. You know, it's like you're on that boil advisory, and that's great. But why don't people have Berkeys? You know what I'm saying? It's like we forgot. It's this simple, very simple technology that we can use every single day. That does cost money. Okay, but I mean, honestly, I would probably try to figure out has your electric bill or has your gas bill gone up because you have to boil water every day? I'm going to say yes. How much? I can't say how much, but I would say on a monthly basis that it's probably increased enough to justify purchasing a Berkey system. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see. We're always on boil. I gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Everything I already carry. Gotcha. Yeah, I got it during the summertime. Man, my EDC during the summertime is very minimalistic. I like to wear t-shirts and a shorts and flip-flops, you know, and just can do the concealed carry thing, you know. Where are we at here? Winter is coming soon. Patrick said that since I targeted minorities, that figure it's race targeted. How I interpreted. Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. You know, I mean, it's like if that's your go-to, instead of saying, hold on a second, could you expand on what you've just said? You know, like an adult. But if your go-to is, racist. Yeah, that's what I expected. Well, then you're walking around expecting people to be racist, which means you're a freaking racist. No, not Berkeley, Berkey. It's a water filter system. Okay, I sell them. They're on my Amazon page. Go to the link in my bio, and go to my website. Go to my store, and then look in water purification, and you'll see Berkeys. You'll also see Berkey is synonymous with a style of water filtration. Okay, but I actually sell cheaper ones, and they work just fine. So, have you ever heard of the book hockey? The book hockey. I don't know what book hockey is. No, I have to say I've never heard of the book hockey. Do you know if the imitation duplicate filters work exactly? Yes, actually they do. Christian. Oh, I'm really fucking this up. Christian I Beauty Deals. There you go. Yes, they do actually. What you want to do is you want to look at the filtration gallons, and you can quickly see that a lot of these filters are made by the same companies. I sponsor another company called Water Drop, who's actually older than they're as far as the company age. It's actually older than Sawyer, and they sell water filtration at every level of the spectrum. You'll find those guys on my webpage, or we'll get trusted products, and then just scroll down to Water Drop, and you'll see it there. You can also buy some Water Drop stuff on the Amazon page as well. What do you think about zero water filters? I think they're great, but what I don't know about zero water filters is zero water filters are focused on particulates. Okay, and so if I'm not exactly sure that they actually filter out like bacteria or protozoa, which will kill you. So I don't really know about the water. I actually had one before, but now that I think about it, it's like the only cool thing about those filters is that they give you a little thing that tells you the part per million, little meter. But I don't know that they actually filter out that kind of those things. Is Life Straw good? Yes, Kim. Life Straws are good if you just want to drink out of a straw. If you want to do that, then definitely get the Water Drop. It's going to be about $10 cheaper, and it actually you can get a gravity bag along with it too, and filter gallons of water. The Life Straw is a survival tool. People love them because it gives it, you could stuff it in a kit and then you can drink water anywhere. The problem is they're only good for about 1,000 gallons. They back flush very slowly, those things. But you can buy a very similar product for less money, and it's good for $100,000, and it backflushes just like that. It's really easy to backflush, which is important when you want to keep the life of the filtration device extended. So let's see here. I just noticed the eagle of an anchor painting. Nice, thank you very much. That's a one of a kind. That is actually the Beirut Memorial. There's a monument that is exactly like that. That is a picture of the Beirut Memorial statue. Let's see. I have a gravity filter in my go bag. Yeah, there's no reason not to have a gravity filter, man. It's a game changer. You basically just scoop that stuff up and let it do it, man. What's the cheaper straw called? It's made by a company called Water Drop. If you go to the link in my bio and go to my trusted products, or you can find it on my Amazon store, you'll find both the standalone straw as well as the straw with the gravity filter. Let's see here. So we're talking over here on the YouTube here. 731. I don't know who that is. Sorry about that. Yeah, I am using a phone. Now I have to frickin' Google and see what that was. Because I am actually 731 area code. Give me an idea. Where's that at? Western part of Tennessee. I don't know anybody in Tennessee. Anywho, let's see here. How do you about ham radios? I know how they work. Let's see here. Someone new. It's Tennessee, Western Tennessee. Let's hold on. Let's get back to the YouTube thing here. I heard the majority refinery. Wait, that happened Sunday. Junk silver, 90% pure, good for bartering. Okay, that's good. She's vice chairman of the Federal Reserve. I don't know. Catatu says 713 is Texas. You guys are battling this crap out. But yeah, no, ham radios, yeah. Those that big black antenna, that's a little UV5R. You can find that in my store as well. Now you guys are asking a lot of crazy questions, but they're not crazy questions. They're legitimate questions. Here's what I would tell people to do. If you have a legitimate questions, one of the things that the focus of these channels is to help people out. Okay? So if you go to the link in my bio or my description, you'll find my webpage, localprepper.net. If you go there, there's an actual button for contact. You can contact me, and you can say, "Hey, I'm so and so." You don't even have to tell me your name, or you can email me directly and say, "Hey, listen, I was talking about these water filters. This is my situation. What do you recommend?" And I will respond to you as soon as I can get to that damn email. Let's see here. Yeah, 713 is Houston, but 731 is Tennessee. I've actually got a text message from that. Chasing this down for 2 days and just got a text showing it was delivered. Oh, I know what that's about. I'm going to have to... Nope. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is really important. All right. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully everything is, or they could just join the Discord and ask in there. Yes, JDM, they could actually do that. If you guys go to the link in the bio, you will scroll down till you find Discord, click on that, get yourself an account. It's absolutely free. It takes 2 minutes to set up, and then you can actually be communicating with preppers anytime you want to. You paused the live on TikTok. Yeah, I know. I had to, Viking Queen, I had to take an emergency text. Someone who I know actually ordered a pecaron, and it's apparently been delivered, but it hasn't been delivered. It's nowhere to be found. So that's like a $1,400 device, and that thing definitely needs to show up. So let's see here. I have a problem finding canned bacon from places that will actually ship it. Any recommendations? Honestly, I would just Amazon it. I would just look at it on Amazon. Yeah, that's what I would do. Jim Cawley says best place to buy ham radio and shortwave radios. Well, honestly, I would see. I'm not an advocate of spending a lot of money on devices. You know, it's like if I spent $30 on a device that works perfectly, like a little handheld radio, like a UV5R. It has the same transmit distance. It has all the same exact setup as another radio that uses a more refined chipset that makes things sound crisp and clear and so smooth, and for 3 times that price. I'm going to go with the cheaper radio because you know what? Radios suck. It's that easy. The further away you get, the worse the sound's going to get. It's that easy. And it's not so bad on the cheaper radios that you can't understand what the person is saying, or even tell their dialect, or even an accent. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. There are some radios that you can buy that are waterproof. I tell people that you can buy the UV5R, buy it from me, buy it off my Amazon page. There's also another company called Rivetis that I like their MERS radios. That's what those orange antennas are. No findings on Amazon. That super sucks. Let's see. Have you been looking into EMF reader? I know that radiation is hitting my house from a tower nearby. No, I have not. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been looking. I got your proof. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like that sucks. But I would definitely... I'm sure you can find one. Jackery or Blue Yeti solar generator, and why? Jackery, because I sell them. There's mine right there. I have the 240. I know exactly what they can run. And I don't... The Blue Yeti is good. The problem with Blue Yetis is they have a track record of their chipsets, their chips popping off their boards. They're also not super resilient to heat. None of these devices are waterproof, so you can throw that one out. Hey, what's up, Ronan? Good to see you, man. I always recommend that it's either Jackery or Pecron. Those are the only ones that I actually sell. You don't know how many times I've gone into REI, and if you've ever been at REI, they have the garage sale. Do I have another text? Okay, she's just saying thank you. Okay. There's you don't know how many times I've gone into an REI and gone to the garage sale, and there's a Blue Yeti sitting there, and they're telling you it's damaged. This won't work. That won't work. This won't work. And they're still trying to sell it for people who scavenge that kind of stuff. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Jackeries. Okay, I tell people that to buy Jackery. Jackery is the staple. Okay. They're the industry standard. They work every single time. Their batteries maintain their lives. Their things don't pop off inside of them. They're durable. So it's kind of you're going to get what you're going to pay for. But here's what I tell people. I tell people to make sure that you know what you're going to use it for. I run into a lot of people that buy these little ones, and they're like, oh man, I really wish I had this other one. Really wish I went up like 2 steps to the next one, you know? And then I run into people that buy these ginormous ones, and they're completely happy, but then they realize that they're just not using them as much as that they want to. You know, that one back there, that one gets used all the time. I use that one when I camp. I did the math. That's all I need to run my my portable refrigerator when I go camping for like 36 hours. And that only took it down to like 26% battery life. I recharged it back up inside of 6 hours. you got to know what you're getting into. Now, I tell people to buy the Jackeries up until you hit the 1,000, okay? Because those numbers they put on them, like an F-150, 250, 350. Well, they're similar for portable power. They're measured in watts. So if you get up to the 1,000, then I tell people to transition at the 1,000 mark to the Pecron. And the reason is because the Pecron uses its power more efficiently. It puts out more juice. It can charge more things. And it's cheaper. If you take a Jackery 1000, put it next to a Pecron 1000, you can actually find videos on the internet where the Pecron eats the Jackery's lunch. After that, it's all Pecron. And Pecron can make some beasts that you can actually do modular battery packs and just keep adding battery packs onto it. So, yeah, that's what I tell people. Let's see. I can buy this from you. Yes, you can. If go and shoot me an email. Go to my webpage, localprepper.net. Hit the contact button and just say who you are and what we're talking about, and I'll get back to you with what you're looking for. I'll even try and help you try to find the right size for yourself. Let's see here. Proof says, I live in a tiny town and there's the huge 5G towers across the street. How do you spell that? P-E-C-R-O-N. Jeremy, it's spelled P-E-C-R-O-N. Well, here's the thing. If you use my link, you get a 10% discount on Pecrons. So you might want to do that. Localprepper.net and trusted products, and then scroll down towards the bottom and you'll see the Pecron logo. Click on that. Let's see here. All right, what do we got on the YouTube side? Jim says, hey, LP, please check out the Federal Reserve Chairman 5-minute speech from yesterday's talking about rolling out the Fed Now system. It's getting real. Are you talking about the currency window liquor? Do you have a link you could share? Jackery 18, good for a freezer, 10 foot. Oh, I believe that, Lanny. Hey, Deborah, what's going on? 1,600 for Jackery. I'm on a fixed income. Jack. Well, once again, you've got to know what you're going after. You know what I'm saying? If $1,600, that sounds like a 1,000, a Jackery 1,000 with probably one 100-watt solar panel. Can it run on both fuel and solar? No, it's strictly solar. Let's see here. Yes, digital currency. I got you. I will. Let's see. Let me switch screens here so you guys don't get to see every stinking thing I do. What are we looking here? We're looking for the Fed's 5-minute speech. I don't even know how to look for that. Fed 5-minute speech, and we'll search tools the past 24 hours. Fed, William pushes back on expectations. Oopsies, match it 4%. CNBC. Fed. Cryptocurrency. Kramer says avoid speculations. Bitcoin may have hit its low. Why Bitcoin? Kramer says avoid. Hey, if somebody has a link, drop it in the Discord in economy. I'll keep an eye out for it. But I don't know. I don't know. I need a link. If you're in the Discord, drop it in the economy. Hey, how do you make a living? Because I would love to be able to sit at home and do what you do. I'm a retired Marine. I live off a fixed income. I make almost no money doing this stuff. I do get a percentage of certain sales, but it's really not anything you can live off of. It basically pays my internet bill. So I was buying one today, so you don't think the Jackery 1500 is a good idea. Go with the other brand. Yes, the Jackery 1500 is a good device. It really is. But if you looked at the Pecron, I think and then you looked at the price, I think that you would have you would feel significantly different. You're very welcome, Devin. Good morning, motivated by freedom. Good morning. Thank you for your... Yeah, okay, Alicia, thank you. Let's see. Jerry's going to take a look. I'll take a look. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye open on the economy in our Discord. You know what? Let me throw that up here. I don't... everybody in YouTube is on the Discord. They have to be. They have to be. I mean, let's throw it up there real quick. And we're going to go to general chat, and then we're going to switch this over to people seeing it. And so basically, every day we talk. If you were on the TikTok side, I'm showing them the Discord on the screen, and we have news going live. Economy just popped. Somebody just there you go. Remarks by Vice Chair Bernard. Okay, we're going to play that right now. See how fast that happened, TikTok guys? See how fast that happened? Boom, information just like that. Economy, videos of interest. The flash channel is when I find something out that no one else knows that you need to know. Prepper Tech News, homemade preps, prepper deals, gear, homeschooling, space weather, backup chat, Rumble, prepper movies, radio stuff, bug out bags, boom, 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 or boom, boom room. That's for those pew-pews. Message to members. It's where I tell you things that you need to know. Message to the Patreons. It's just for them. Prepper Camp 2022. I think we got like 21 days until that happens. Let's see here. Gardening, couponing, and just for fun. And obviously there's a Patreon room as well. So all of that is happening. Most Ricky Tick. Thank you for the Window Liquor dropped it in there. Let's finish this and then we will watch that. All right, let's see here. So basically the water problem, they did it to themselves, you know, and then it was basically they were basically putting Band-Aids on their water treatment plants, and then the flooding basically pushed them over the edge. They just pushed them over the edge. So, what is the website? I'm so excited. My website is localprepper.net, but I don't know. Africa snowing? It's very possible. It does snow there about once a year. Is this on Discord? Alice, no, Discord is something completely different. Discord is like a chat on steroids. You can talk to people, you can chat with them, you can share videos, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. Go to my website, localprepper.net. Well, it's actually the link in my bio, and click on that, and then scroll down to where it says Discord, and it'll take you right to my Discord. Let's see. Thanks for all your hard work, my brother. Good to go, William. Good to go. Let's see. What is the website? I'm so excited. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I'm going with you want my website, which is localprepper.net, and that will get you pretty much anywhere you want to go. If you have a question, hit that contact button and do something. And yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and crack this omen. It was a couple months ago. Gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and crack this one open and see what this... Hopefully this isn't too long and drawn out. We're going to push that over to YouTube.
I'm pleased to join you at the FedNow Early Adopter Workshop.
Okay.
For the technical testing.
It looks like the sound is not working on my desktop. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to fix this. Properties. High definition audio device. No, I want you to go to USB audio. I'm going to click OK, and then we're going to push play again, and boom, now YouTube is
I want to
fixed.
particularly thank you, the early adopters, for the important investments you're making to prepare
Doomsday.
for the
this
day
is
when
about
the
this is
FedNow
about
service goes
prepping. You
live.
know that, Doomsday.
Together, we'll be ready
Yes,
to
I'm
launch
going
the
to Prepper
FedNow
Camp.
service between
I'll be
May
there the whole
and
time.
July of 2023, bringing this innovative core instant payments infrastructure to financial institutions of every size across
All right,
America.
let's go ahead and stop this.
I'm
All right, so this is remarks by the Vice Chair of the Fed. So they're going to be talking about the CDBCs, which is the U.S. currency. Dollar bill might be going bye-bye. They're saying, no, it won't. But if you guys were paying attention yesterday, we talked about this for almost an hour and how this shit has been going on since March. There's a plan in place. They're going to have to write laws. A lot of the stuff is just going to get handed to the Congress for them to go, oh, we really need to do this. But they need a reason, and that reason will be coming soon enough. So what country is this for? I don't know what that is. The books written by an American are amazing. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and listen to on TikTok and watch this video.
Pleased to join you at the FedNow Early Adopter Workshop. With the technical testing phase of the FedNow service kicking off in mid-September, I want to particularly thank you, the early adopters, for the important investments you're making to prepare for the day when the FedNow service goes live. Together, we'll be ready to launch the FedNow service between May and July of 2023, bringing this innovative core instant payments infrastructure to financial institutions of every size across America. We've been working hard to deliver on time, but ultimately the number of American businesses and households that are able to access instant payments will depend on financial services providers making the necessary investments to upgrade our payments infrastructure. Together, we can ensure all Americans have access to a modern and reliable instant payment system. The payment system is a critical part of America's infrastructure that touches everyone. Americans rely on the payment system all day, every day to make purchases, pay bills, and get paid without ever needing to think about the complex infrastructure that's operating under the hood. The FedNow service will transform the way everyday payments are made throughout the economy, bringing substantial gains to households and businesses through the ability to send instant payments at any time on any day, with funds immediately available to recipients to make other payments or manage cash flow. Immediate availability of funds could be especially important for households managing their finances paycheck to paycheck, or small businesses with cash flow constraints. Having the capacity to manage money in real time could help households avoid costly late fees or free up working capital for small businesses to finance growth. During the pandemic, we saw how essential rapid access to funds can be, as so many households started spending their emergency relief payments on the day they were received. To deliver on the promise of a payment system for the future, the Federal Reserve has made a substantial commitment to the FedNow platform, which has benefited from the technologies and approaches provided by global technology companies that are vital for today's always-on digital economy. Our cloud-first design, unique among central bank instant payment services, positions us for the future by enabling not only the throughput and scalability required for high-volume retail transactions, but also broad geographic points of resiliency to ensure continuous service. Cloud-first design affords other key components such as self-healing processes and automation, which add to operational resilience. And our development processes are agile, allowing us to deliver new features faster to financial institutions of all sizes as they're ready to adopt them based on their priorities. We've also invested heavily in stakeholder engagement to ensure readiness for adoption through efforts like the pilot program, the FedNow Explorer resource, the FedNow Community, the Service Provider Showcase, and the FedNow Early Adopter Workshop. To advance our goal of nationwide reach for instant payments, we are working closely with the private sector RTP instant payment service on message specifications to ensure alignment and support of routing interoperability. Just as the Federal Reserve has made a substantial commitment to our new instant payments infrastructure, we're calling on industry stakeholders to do the same. The shift to real-time payments infrastructure requires a focused effort, but the shift is inevitable. The time is now for all key stakeholders, financial institutions, core service providers, software companies, and app developers to devote the necessary resources to support instant payments. That means upgrading back office processes, evaluating accounting procedures for a 7-business-day week, arranging liquidity providers, deploying a new customer-facing app, and promoting instant payments for key use cases to customers. As the service providers featured at this event will demonstrate over the next few days, parts of the industry have already seized on the opportunity to build new services and capabilities that support instant payments. These efforts will increase competition in the market for end-user services and promote innovation. Key benefits from providing the FedNow service as a neutral platform accessible to financial institutions of all sizes around the country. Let me close by just again thanking our early adopters. The input you've provided has been instrumental for our team as they've designed and built this service, and the time and energy you've committed to this effort is critical for a successful launch. I want to call on additional banks and core service providers to join your commitment to prepare for adoption of the FedNow service. This time next year, I hope we can all have a great sense of accomplishment in our shared effort to transform America's payment system for the digital era. Thank you.
That was fucking scary. Had a lot of comments during that. You know, the thing that stuck out to me the most, the two things that stuck out to me the most. If you guys remember during the time of the stimulus, they were trying to get all the money out to everybody. They said it was being slowed down because they had to rely on the IRS and its antiquated processes. So, that's one thing to think about. The other thing too is what do they call it? Something basic income, living basic income, something like that. It just seems a little too easy. They're moving forward. It's. I bought guns. Good for you, man. I'm truly glad for you. It's. If I used the money that they gave me, which really wasn't a lot, for preps. So yes, as long as you got something, LP, what's it sound like to you? Man, it doesn't sound good. They're moving forward with this. They're you know, it's I've read from the Fed where they say that this is not a replacement for the dollar, but they're talking about integrating it into every part of our lives, and it's all a big celebration. You know, she was just all like, and it's going to be great accomplishment. It's like, that sounds like devil speak, man. And I'm not religious, but come on, a great accomplishment? How about it's going to help the United States to do this, or it's going to help the citizenry to do that? How about that? You know, basically all that babble could be thrown out just by holding a credit card up, but we can already do this with credit cards. So it makes me wonder, like, bull. Social credit soon in Canada, just a matter of time after we all have our digital IDs. I don't know, man. I don't know, Silver Fox. Some of this stuff just seems way out there, you know. So they can take what they want. That's a possibility, Firelife. That's a possibility. There you go. Universal basic income is what it's called. Window Liquor nailed it for me. I don't know. See, it's not logical to me. So if you take the line of universal basic income, okay, and this is the way to distribute it instead of just putting everybody on the SNAP program, then where's the money coming from? Does it matter? No one has to go to work. What? At some point, they're going to go, well, you need to get your universal basic income, and the way you do that is you do this job. You've been assigned to the new such and such a program, and you're going to go dig dishes, and that's how you're going to get it. And you can reapply for a different job after 6 months of good service. And it's like, whoa, stop! What in the hell are you talking about? You know. Yeah, so camps, there you go. A good comrade. Yes, Deborah, my audio is on. Let's see here. I feel like we should be in a field all wearing the same clothes watching a huge screen. Yeah, I know. It's scary, man. It's freaking scary. That's why I tell people, you know. So, you know, if you plot this out logically, everything that is being done is based off the assumption that the people will not stand up. That they'll tolerate it. That they'll say, okay, you want to give me $1,500 a month to do nothing? Okay. That's what they're assuming, right? I don't think they realize that that's not how it's going to go down. I don't think they realize they have enough, that they don't have enough they don't have enough police officers to make that happen. And no soldier, sailor, airman or marine or Coast Guard or National Guardsman will take a weapon to a U.S. citizen. And if one was dumb enough to do that, that happened once. Did you guys know that actually happened once? QQ, I do not know you. Decline. That actually happened once. Yeah. It was really bad. It wasn't good for the National Guard unit that was forced to retreat. COVID showed how compliant the masses are. Absolutely, 100% true. I feel like I should blow my savings on preps. Oh, I don't know about that, but I would say, Viking Queen, I would say my advice to you would be, yes, Kent State. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate that. I'm glad to see somebody was paying attention. You're very welcome, Tish. But here's the thing. You don't blow your savings on preps. You prepare for the amount of time that you think you need, okay? Yeah, I've got a year's worth of freeze-dried food under my bed. Yeah, I've got about 3 months upstairs. Now you know where it all is. Come and get it. But the reality is that you should not be pissing your money away, out of fear, because that was Viking. That was kind of a fear statement. I know you're not that person. So take a breath, realize that you have what you have, and increase that amount if you feel you need more. But just don't go out willy-nilly buying stuff because you think you need it. You know what I'm saying? Make an actual assessment of what your preps are. If you are one of my Patreons, you should know one of the first things that I give to my Patreons is access to a library. Do not join my Patreon today, guys. I'm telling you right now, do not join my Patreon today. It's not a game, it's not a ploy, it's not a sales tactic. It's because you'll be charged $3 today, and then when the month rolls over tomorrow, you'll be charged $3 again. Don't do it. Wait till tomorrow, okay? Anyway, so if you're a member of the Patreon, you get access to this giant digital library, and one of the very first thing at the top of the list is assessments to see where you are, to give you a plan, to get you pointed in the right direction, and that's what all the Patreons do. So I try to buy things I use and can trade. Exactly, and that's what you do, man. No, just buy an 85-inch TV from Walmart. Well, surprisingly, they're really cheap right now, man. So that's a hard one to refuse. I personally don't like anything bigger than the 50s. It makes my eyes go like I'm trying to find things on the screen. I can't get far enough away from it. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, don't Viking Queen. Just analyze. Just take a look at the stuff that you have and see if you're happy with what you have. If not, then move forward. If not, then you're good. Then you're good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe turn some of that. Maybe turn some of those greenbacks into things that are shiny, or things that go boom in the night, or something like that. But don't go crazy. Don't go crazy, man. I got you, Viking. I'll be looking for you. I will be looking for you. Buy hand tools, seeds, ammos. Yeah, exactly. Where we got here? So we covered the water thing. Let's see, and we're at the halfway mark. Cool Colt, which is new to the Discord. Thanks for joining, guy. I know who you are. My thought would be, are our wages from our employees to be sent to central ranks prior to our reception? Yeah, I mean, that is a thought. It's like, where's this money coming from? You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some kind of like reporting / digital transfer system. Ideally the government they'd love to run everything. They'd love to have overlords, and it's super dystopian and scary and stupid. It's like the complete regression of freedom in America. It makes no sense. And these people are literally, and you guys, if you know me, I don't advocate for violence in any way, shape, or form, but they're literally trying to push the citizenry to the point where they're going to take up arms and they're going to go take their country back. And they don't see it. They have no earthly clue as to what they're doing. They're like, these are all sheep and I'm going to do what I want to do and we'll just see what happens. And it's going to be a bad day for these guys. It's going to be a bad day, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ, 50 hillbillies with their shotguns coming down from the mountains can do more damage to these people than they even have the slightest clue about. You know what I'm saying? Let alone an entire nation of people that are pissed off, or even just half a nation. You know what I'm saying? Half a nation. What's that? 150, 160 million people. That's more people than we have. We have more guns than we have people to arm those people who might be pissed, and they can't do they cannot do the math on this. They can't realize that they're breaking the country. And they're like, well, we got to make some changes. There's going to be a lot of pain. It's like, why? You got us here. This was your frickin' idea. Why are you doing this? I don't know. It's so stupid. And I think what's going to happen, and I think they're gonna find themselves in a very precarious situation, because I tell you what, those people that went to that place, our capital, on that day in January, when they were in that building, there was a lot of people, those crazy people, there was a lot of people scared for their lives. And they should be able to reflect on that and say, why did this happen? Instead of frickin' doubling down like the idiots they are, you know? Oh, let's see here. If I can join Discord as well, worth a few dollars a month. Gotcha. Okay. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys. Something that if you guys don't know who Dan Bongino is, he made a very he's a retired New York City police officer, then a retired Secret Service agent. He has been on the inside and saw how things work. And he has taken a position that is extremely controversial, but also he speaks with knowledge and wisdom and intelligence. And I wanted you guys to hear what he had to say. And obviously on the YouTube side, you guys can watch it. Let's go from there. Let's go from there. Let me go ahead and hit this. Let me switch the screen here. Let me hit the old play button, and let's go from there.
I'm about a 98 on 100 pissed off scale today, because this Tim Tebow story in the FBI, if you haven't heard it, I'm going to go into it today. It's just an atrocity what's happening. You got a bunch of people given guns and badges, the ability to serve a search warrant, arrest you, potentially take your life, who are just full-time political activists. Fire everyone involved in this. And accept no substitutes for that. Because I can't believe how bad this is getting, and that there are still people out there who are defending the FBI in their atrocious handling of their responsibilities and their constant interference in our political process. It's over. It is time to disband this organization, take the funds, move these people around, take the counterterrorism role, move it around, increase funding if we need to. I have no issue with that. I'm all for defending law enforcement and counterterror. But this organization is broken. It doesn't appear to be fixable anymore. I say it doesn't appear because I don't want to hedge, but there's always potential for a miracle. Fire every single person involved in political targeting of Donald Trump and anyone they don't like. Everyone. Personnel or policy, it's a fact. Fire everyone. It's the only way. The evidence of a corrupted FBI is everywhere. This breaks yesterday. It's just another. I don't want to say it broke, because we've known about this supervisory agent out of Washington, Timothy Tebow, for a long time. But my gosh, Joe, how many examples you need? Comey, McCabe, Stroke, Lisa Page, Priestep, Kevin Kleinsmith, Timothy Tebow, Brian Auden, Azra Turk. The list goes on and on and on of FBI people knowingly involved in political targeting and candidly doing nothing to stop it. In many cases,
I don't know why that's happening.
This is outrageous.
It's cancer.
This is not like it. Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
I'm not sure what's
This is not like a couple bad apples. It's not. It's not one bad apple. It's an orchard. Just the news. I'm going to lay this case out for you in no uncertain terms here. How this guy, this is unbelievable. FBI special agent who opened Trump investigation reportedly escorted out of the bureau. You may be saying, oh, wow, finally they're cracking down. No. I'll explain what's going on. It has nothing to do with cracking down. They note that this article in the Washington Times, written by Kerry Pickett, appears to be updated, now states that Thibault, who was involved in pushing this Trump investigation, quote, abruptly resigned, but that he was forced to leave his post and cites two unnamed FBI officials. Just the News was unable to confirm the Times' report. Whistleblowers allege big-time FBI supervisor, folks, Thibault, concealed the partisan nature of evidence against Trump, they're talking about, from FBI Director Wray and Attorney General Garland to secure their approval to open an investigation into former President Trump in 2020 unrelated to the raid, according to information made public by Senator Grassley. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to drop a BS bomb here, but I don't want to cause you guys any unnecessary editing. What else, damn it, do you need to hear? They fabricate a Russian collusion scandal. The director on down knows about it. They then lie about it to cover it up. They lie about CIA information. They then sick Bob Mueller and take FBI investigation to go and continue an investigation into a knowingly false allegation. They spy on a presidential candidate, the president of the United States. There's an IG investigation. You would think, am I crazy, fellas? You would think you'd be like, hey, guys, we got busted. Maybe let's zip it up and stop showing our asses to the American people. No. They doubled down. This guy, Thibault, was apparently so unfazed by any of this that according to this report, with these smoking gun emails, that's for a different report from the New York Post. It's about Hunter Biden. It makes it even worse. But according to this latest report by Grassley, this guy Thibault was involved in doubling down on Trump. It's astonishing. Disband the FBI immediately. What are you waiting for? What more evidence do you need? We've got a multitude of federal agencies more than eager and willing to take good agents from the Bureau over and to subsume the mission of the Bureau and actually do the job. These guys are, the only job they're doing is targeting their political opponents.
Hey, TikTok primary is
it's
my
not a
video
bad
working?
apple. Here, this is what I was talking about. Another article, New York Post. Top FBI agent, talking about Thibault, resigns amid claims he shielded Hunter Biden from the probe. Wait, what? So you're telling me here, according to these allegations, the guy who's pushing another Trump probe after the last Trump probe, on top of the probe before that, on top of the Mueller probe, that this is the same guy who is alleged to have shielded Hunter Biden from another FBI probe?
Thank you.
In a letter to FBI Director Wray, Grassley said Thibault and FBI Supervisory Intelligence Analyst Brian Auten were allegedly involved in a scheme to undermine derogatory information connected to Hunter Biden by falsely suggesting it was disinformation. Smoking gun emails reveal how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessmen to VP Dad. Thibault also allegedly tried to kill off a valid avenue of investigation of possible Hunter Biden criminality up until at least 1 month before the November 2020 election.
It is TikTok. You have to
agency
restart. It's their
is
way
not
of trying to stop
fixable.
Things.
They don't
So you have to back
care.
out, and then you got to come back.
There is no amount of public pressure that is going to get into these people's heads. More cops, less lawyers. There you go. Circle. What does that mean?
Thank you,
I work
JB.
with the FBI. The guys I work with were pretty good. I'll be candid with you. There's probably a lot of decent people still over there, We've got whistleblowers coming out. Good for you. The agency's broken, needs to be disbanded, period.
If you're on TikTok primary, you have to
Thank you very
restart.
much. Having said that,
If I
you want to know the
restart,
problem with the
74 people
FBI
get
in a
dumped.
nutshell?
If you
I'll tell you
restart,
right now, and you
only you
ask
get
any
dumped.
cop who's worked with them. I was a cop and then an agent. I was a cop first. The FBI is not a huge fan of hiring former cops. They're not. Go apply yourself if you're a cop. You'll see what I mean. They're not. The FBI prefers lawyers, they prefer engineers, and they prefer accountants. That's great. You need those people. They're really good folks. Some of them can be really smart. Problem is, because the FBI likes those kind of people who are accountants and lawyers and other stuff, is they've never dealt with a street fight. They've never dealt with a domestic situation. Matter of fact, many of them have never dealt with people at all. So they get in the FBI, they get this badge and the gun. They've never been out in the street and had to experience the power up close in someone's face of what the badge and the gun can do. They've never had to experience the goods and the goods and the bads, the downs and the ups of it. And then they come in and they get drunk with power. And then they get promoted and they become Tebow and McCabe and Comey and Bill Priestap and all of the other anti-Trump cabal, Peter Strzok and the other zero. More cops, less lawyers. And maybe you'll get an FBI that actually cares, oddly enough, about law enforcement. I'm about a 98 on 100 pissed off scale today because
I thought that was pretty straightforward. Dan was not screwing around. He has decided to take this stance, and I think that he's absolutely right. You know, I knew there was something wrong, but then when you just name people off. Name after name after name after name after name after name. I was listening to him this morning. There's another name he used. Hey, what's up, mother of all nation? You got to realize that it's severely broken. Now, will anything happen? Likely not. Likely not. I think something very dramatic would have to happen to cause that what he is saying to happen, and it's actually kind of sad. You know, you would think that you could fix. You know, I mean, I've been part of organizations that just weren't too great, and they always talk about reformation and certain levels of change, and then all they do is just get rid of a couple of people, and nothing really changes. Because it's about the people that are inside these organizations that are causing these problems. So, all I can do is right now just prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and try to help as many people as I can figure that out as well. Let's see what else we have on the agenda here. Okay, let's see. Oh, if you didn't know this, Appalachian Prepper. I think that's her name, brought this to my attention, so I got the link, took a look at it, but it's just kind of odd. Let's see. There's a USA failed, and we the people took over, more corruption. Jack, I don't think that's the case. Give me 1 second. So, like I said, Appalachian Prepper brought this to my attention. Pope Francis instructs the Vatican entities to move all funds to the Vatican Bank by September 30th. So they want everything out of every other bank that basically has anything to do with the Catholic Church. Let's see here. Pope Francis has ordered that the Holy See, which is a financial institution, and they kind of write this thing in like very weird language on his addresses, but. Pope Francis has ordered that the Holy See and connected entities move all financial assets to the Institute for Works of Region, or the IOR, commonly known as the Vatican Bank. According to Francis's rescript, and a rescript is when he's basically, his rescripts are almost like executive orders. According to Francis's rescripts, financial and liquid assets held in banks other than the IOR must be moved to the Vatican Bank within 30 days of September 1st, 2022. The IOR, based in Vatican City State, has 110 employees and 14,519 clients. As of 2021, it looked after 5.2 billion euros, or $5.6 million, of client assets. Though commonly called a bank, the IOR is technically a financial institute, with no branches, working with Vatican City State to provide services to clients, which include the Holy See, which is their money, and connected entities, religious orders, clergy, Catholic institutions, and Holy See employees. So the real question is why? Now, people are saying that the reason is because they're missing a couple million dollars, and that the way they do their finances is ripe for bad people to do bad things. So that's the only logical. The logical thing, based off the current currency and the fact that these state-owned cryptocurrencies or digital currencies, the idea is that every country has their own. And, well, if you didn't know this, they consider the Vatican to be a country. They're treated and have the same status as a country. They have ambassadors. They have ambassadors from other countries that are ambassadors to the Vatican. So that's what I'm keying off of. That's what my brain says is going on here. Window Liquor says it's about to hit the fan financially. Yeah, and it as in with an S in front of it. Let's see. So Jack Newtons asks, what do you think the end result is if the U.S. failed and we the people took over more corruption? We're not a banana republic as much as some people would like to think we are. And in general, people just want to be left alone. So I don't think that government corruption would be a problem, because at that point, I believe that any representatives that we still had in government that we kind of trusted would know that if you screw this up, we're going to be back for you. Yeah, that's the way I feel about that. Just got booted again. Andy just got booted again. Yeah, the algorithm is not liking what I'm doing, but it is what it is. So just jump back in. If they don't want you to see it, that's just a good reason for you to see it. My viewer count has gotten lower. If you guys really want to help on the TikTok side, start hitting that like button. Start doing all these little things that make the algorithm go, what's going on over there? Let's show other people. Who will run the country? That's a great question. You know, the problem with Americans is we're so used to people handing us these people that are supposed to be good leaders, and that we've kind of accepted it. I mean, who could run the country? You remember Joe from the 2016 election? The plumber Joe, local Joe. Remember him? I bet he could run the country pretty good, But we got to be careful too. We have wolves in sheep's clothing. You got that guy, and man, I want to say it's either Indiana or Michigan that's running to. He's a Democrat, and he's running to be the governor. They just found out today that he doesn't like these special schools. He doesn't like these. What do they call them? He doesn't like schools that take money away from public schools, but then they find out that his children have never been in a public school. So, like I said, we got to be careful of these people that are wolves in sheep's clothing. It's a hard choice. It is. Who would we pick to run the country? I don't know. I couldn't put my name on anybody. My girlfriend would tell you Rand Paul. But I don't know, because they've all shown their colors at some point, and proven to be, I don't know, spiteful or unleveled, or Jon Stewart. That guy's the most fickle fool there is. After that rant that he put out, and then he ended up standing right next to the guy he was just yelling at and screaming profanities at him. You know what I'm saying? And saying, we understand each other now. Well, how about if you be a freaking adult and try to understand before you blur it out like a teenager mad as his parents? You know, that's Jon Stewart. You know, I remember when Jon Stewart used to be really good on TV, and then it's like, oh, we can show he got it done. Jon got nothing done. He got absolutely nothing done. And the bill that he was screaming bloody murder about doesn't even help those people he was screaming about. Go read the damn bill, man. I say who you are, Flojo, and you're welcome here. But you know what? You're fucking wrong. All right. Yes, charter schools. That's what I was talking about. Let's see. No, I don't know. I got too many skeletons in my closet. I've done way too many bad things, and you know, I pretty much lived my life. I didn't grow up in a suit, and that'll just never. I don't think that's a good idea. You know. Anyway, do away with the lobbyists and have a 2-term limit with no retirement. Yes, absolutely. Make them go back to something. Make them go back to something so that they know they're not going to get this free frickin' ride. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Whoa, an F-bomb. It happens, Black Wolf. It happens. You know? Yeah, definitely. Term limits. I am so tired. I'm so tired of these guys that go in there and stay there for the rest of their lives on the idea, and they sell it to you too. Well, we need people with experience. Well, you know what? Our founders weren't experienced. They were just good people. You know what I'm saying? Every new congressman or congresswoman has no experience at being a congresswoman, and they do just fine. You know, there's actually an organization within Congress that guides these people and tells them what the rules and laws are, what they can say, what they can't say. And not to say they can't say it, but I'm saying like how to they make them understand. They basically the onboarders of Congress. You know what I'm saying? You can go to them and say, you're interested in this. How does the rules of the Congress affect this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to remember. I have the proletariat in my head, but I know that's absolutely completely wrong. If anybody knows the name of it, please sound out in the chats. Let's see. I open and close TikTok, but your primary feed is just the buffering dot for me. No video, no audio. JB, that is weird because other people are watching it on. Other people are watching it. You know what? Maybe I can. What if I pause it? I'm gonna try and do that thing I did before. I'm gonna push that. I'm going to push that. And no, I'm not going to end it. I'm not going to end it. How did I do this before? That's right. I was doing something else. And then I turned it back on. And maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll work. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I think we're doing okay. But yeah, the Vatican is moving all their money, and they want it done by September 30th. All right, let's see. Let's do some prepper stuff. It's 11:25. We're still good. I think I got enough juice to keep going. 11 ways your car can save your life. Yes, My Patriot Supply has articles. Yes, I do sell things for My Patriot Supply. If you're interested in either long-term or short-term food, I would definitely go there. The link is in my bio. It's in the trusted products. I endorse them because I use their food all the time. I eat their food as a daily prep. It's $3 per serving. That's cheaper than any other place on the planet. I mean, the only thing cheaper than that is going to eat yourself a can of beans. That's the only other way to be cheaper than that. It tastes good. Yeah, I got no complaints. It's good shit. I eat it. I sell it. All right, so 11 ways your car can save your life. First is first aid. In an ideal situation, you have a first aid kit in your vehicle, but even if you don't, you can use various parts of your car for first aid. For example, you can use a seat belt to create a tourniquet. Absolutely true. You'd have to cut it off. You'd have to spool it all the way out, cut that, and then you know how to tie the knots and get it into a tourniquet. Okay. What do we got here? Next is, and it's hard to read because it's over there on the side. My phone is in the way. Maybe if I move over here. No, then I'm off that one. Cars have what do we got here? Tow, push, or pull. Cars have the ability to tow, push, and push much heavier items than you know what? I'm going to try that. Maybe I can zoom this and it'll give me something different to read. Let's try that. There we go. No, that's too big. Where are we at here? It's impossible for me to read with these phones in the damn way. All right, so majority believe the IRS agents will be deployed to target low and middle income Americans, DC's political opponents. This is based off of a poll. This comes from American News. A new poll released on Tuesday has revealed that a majority of Americans believe the purpose of hiring the 87,000 new IRS agents would either be to audit middle or low income Americans or to target opponents of the Biden administration and DC's political opponents. Okay. The poll conducted by the Trafalgar Group for the Convention of States asked about 1,000 people, likely general election voters, between President Biden signed the legislation allowing the IRS to hire 87,000. How do you believe that those new employees will be used? All right. Overall, 33% of likely voters said the purpose was to audit middle-class Americans and small businesses. 31% said the purpose was to audit wealthy Americans and large corporations, while 15.9% said the purpose was to target the political opponents of those in power. 3.2% said the new hires would target cash, tip, and app-paid workers, while 16.4% were not sure. 16. How do we come with 16.4% not sure how they would be used? I mean, they don't have an opinion. They're in. Oh my God, they are. I don't know. I don't know, man. Won't even let me see the live. Been loading forever. There's 47 people in here right now. I think the IRS was to try to get stimulus back. Okay, so hey, TikTok. We're going to try and break this. I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream. And I'm going to wait like 1 minute. I'm going to turn it right back on. Here we go. Not the secondary. Secondary's fine. I'm going to do it on the primary. Here we go. All right. You can now receive guest requests. Woo-choo! So we're back on. Let's see who streams in. All right. We got 1, 2. Let's see. TikTok is not happy with this right now. So it is what it is. Welcome back, everybody who had to pop out. It looks like Viking Queen is back. Yeah, it's working now. Good. Good. All good. It'll all... My cat got outside. She's at the door. Let's go ahead and let this repopulate. I see you as well, JB. So, if you guys can hear me, which you should be able to. Come on, cat. Come here, you. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're going to be stupid. Okay. I hate when that happens. She comes to the door and she's like, I want in. And then you go open the door and then she runs off. All right, so it looks like we got some people that are popping back in. Apparently, TikTok was making sure that people could not come back. The only people that were allowed to stay were the ones that were still watching. Do me a favor and crank those likes up as soon as you get in there, and that will tell them that we're not playing that game today. Let's see here. Saved Sealed says, hey, fellow introvert, me and my brother have the same shirt. Love it. I love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, see. Okay, so if they split it by 50, ironically, so you can tell that this poll is actually reasonably active. So split by political party, an overwhelming majority, not 49.8% of those people with D next to the name, said the new hires would target wealthy Americans and large corporations. 14.8% said the new hires would target middle-income Americans and small businesses, while 10.8% said the new hires would target political opponents. So even on that side, They have a percentage of people who believe that the IRS will be used to target political opponents and go after the middle class and small businesses. That's no bueno, guys, man. That is no bueno. What do we got here? Let's see here. Got to go. My kids are awake. Love your channel. Love you too, Jack. We'll talk to you later, man. Trish says, good morning. You must be in California. So, yeah, it's so bad. The majority of people with R next to the name said 50.6% said the new hires would target middle-income America and small business owners. 18.9% said the new hires would target political opponents. And 15.9% said the new hires would audit the wealthy. So there's a little disparity in there. And what, it's like nobody, hey, good to see you, CPAP. Trying to figure out what they're doing is becoming more and more difficult because there's no transparency at that level. And honestly, they don't frickin' know. They don't know what they're going to do. They may not even have the damn money. You know what I'm saying? We can't do anything without the money. We can just do all these auditions and, But there's no telling. There's no telling. I wouldn't do a knee-jerk reaction with the old IRS thing. But I thought it's interesting to see that, people on the left they primarily believe that they primarily believe that the new hires would be used to target wealthy Americans and large corporations. And that's a bunch of crap. What are you on about? Are you even in this country? What are you on about? Here's the thing. The IRS doesn't target the rich. They never have. They never will. Okay? Because the rich have lawyers, and the rich have accountants, and the rich have people in between them and the IRS that have what they call fiduciary responsibility. The rich, the 1% that we're going to get the millionaires and billionaires. We've been hearing this crap for years. They don't get blood out of a turnip with these guys. They get nothing from that. Oh, hey, quiet. That is hilarious, quiet. Yeah, that you're right, man. It's the worst TED Talk ever. Thank you for the comment. You've really uplifted my day. I'm sorry I had to make your screen change, but either way, you're still welcome to change. Maybe you'll gain a different perspective, because that's really all I'm offering. So they actually believe that they're going to go after the millionaires and billionaires that have, accountants and lawyers, and people. Oh my. They actually think they're going to get, because the rich are following the rules that the IRS has written. So who do they go after? Well, it's like any predatory animal. They watch the pack, and they find that one weak little thing there, and then they wait for their moment, and then they go after it. And the only thing that happens is the mama gazelle, maybe. The mama gazelle sits and pouts for a little while, and then she knows that there's only safety in numbers, and she runs off with the rest of the group. And that's how the IRS works. So if you honestly believe that, do you think Trump will be back in November and Biden will be impeached? I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. Nope, Oklahoma at 10:30 a.m. Well, okay. Good to see you, Trish. Anyway, do you really believe that the IRS is going to be going after these people that know how to manipulate, that know how to use, that know how to utilize the rules? You know what I'm saying? No, they're not going to. They're going to go after the people that they know they can get money out of, that don't have millions of dollars that they can pay lawyers to fight back. That's what they're going to go after. Now, are all 87,000? No. The IRS has been shorthanded for years, guys. They're going to fill positions. It could be anything from, the secretary to an accountant. It could be the guy who takes out the trash. But they have a lot of positions. If you go to, I think it's gov.us or irs.gov, and you can see like careers. And you can see where they're hiring all these crazy people to do crazy jobs and have nothing to do with taxes whatsoever. So I think that's where that stuff will happen. Where are we at here? The wink link is usually the one you doing your taxes if they don't know all the laws. That's true. That's why I always pick somebody that has a fiduciary responsibility. Let's see here. The path to least resistance. Don't need more IRS positions to fill. Need less oversight and waste. There are lots of tax. There are lots of tax dollars. Johnny, I would say that. I don't know what a tax dodger would be, because if you file your taxes and you do them wrong, the IRS will send you an audit letter and saying, hey, we found some problems with your taxes. We've made an adjustment. You owe us this amount, or we owe you that amount. I've actually received checks from the IRS where I screwed up my taxes and gave them too much money, and they gave me more money back. That's the way the system actually works. So as far as these people that are tax dodgers, there's a lot of people out there that don't pay taxes. Let that one sink in. You know the people that blow my mind. They're the ones that are always on the dole. They always want something from the government, but they don't pay taxes because they live below the poverty line. I live below the poverty line. I pay taxes every year. How does that happen? Because of the way the system is set up. 20% don't pay. Oh my God, Johnny, I love you, man, but when you are regurgitating MSNBC talking points, we have to change your screen. It's nothing personal. It's just the way it is. This is Prepper Channel. We deal with prepper stuff, and we talk about the things that affect preppers. You're done. Let's see. I've never had any problems with the IRS myself. I've never had any problems with the IRS either. So we're going to spend $1 trillion a year to collect maybe a couple billion. Makes sense to me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Sounds legit. And I have been audited 3 times. Our tax attorney took care of it each time. Exactly. Let's see here. What do we got? Hello. Where are we at here? They don't want us to talk about these topics. Opinion or Jose? I don't know what Drats is. It's all over Cash App right now. Buddy of mine just got paperwork for his IRS because of his Cash App. Yeah, Hit Squad. Listen, I made a video like a year ago, and I think I called it Sneaky Effers. And I put it on TikTok, and it got like 1 million+ views, and everybody's like, that doesn't apply to me. It's Did you guys know in July that PayPal changed their on business accounts? They changed their the way you can select a if it's friends and families or if it's business to separate income, or to separate it from income to just move it, money passing through. Yeah, that all got disappeared. That all like poof, just went away. 1099K, bro. 1099K. A lot of the stuff that I do, Oh, droughts. I got you. My opinion on droughts. Droughts are bad. And I'm not being facetious. I think that, 2 days ago, they said that Nevada had 30 days left of water before they became a Deadpool situation. So yeah, things are getting really bad with water, man. I think, and then I think that the situation in Missouri, with them screwing up their water system, I think that they think people should be storing water. It's not hard to frickin' do. I think that that's what should be happening. So, let's see. But look at all the years you didn't get caught cheating. So who got caught cheating? I don't think you didn't. I don't understand what you're saying. User.Slim Pickens. Where are we at here? Very, very true. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I blame current drought in Arizona and Nevada on calling server farms. Nah, that's not. No. If they were cooling a server farm with that liquid, it's all internal. Let me give you a perfect situation on that. That's not that's not even real. Okay, and here's why. So my PC that's running this whole thing right now is water cooled, or it's liquid cooled. Okay, that liquid has been inside of that machine for 7 years, hasn't gone anywhere. That's the way liquid cooling actually works for server farms. So let's see here. Does anyone remember the guy who had the commercial on YouTube that created 5-hour energy drink? Yeah, the guy's a brainiac. What about him? What about him? Let's see. My girlfriend often Venmo's daughters, warned her about the. Yeah, it's gonna happen, dude. Once you go over $600, it's gonna happen. You're getting a 1099K. He had all these cool inventions, but he kind of disappeared. Where to go? Well, he started a foundation. So I think, and he basically funded that foundation. But as far as his cool inventions, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've got a small group prepping wise, but it's scary with the masses of people who aren't. Yeah, Jose, more power to you, man. It's huge to have a group that is local to you. That's huge, man. You stay on top of that. Let's see. I paid $24,000 in taxes this year. You can only dodge them for so long. Yeah, that's true, Big Show. But I mean, I don't know why you paid $24,000 in taxes. That's some big money, man. I mean, you should have an accountant with a fiduciary responsibility. Okay, so what do we got here? What do we got here yet? You know what? I'm not going to cover any more of that. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go to let's just do a Q&A section, because the other subjects I think I can save for tomorrow. They're actually pretty big ones. Talking about the Great Reset, and also about basically how the world is changing, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. Let's see here. So what do we got? What questions do we have? I'll take a few minutes to answer some questions, and then we can go from there. I'm just going to drink coffee while you know what? I'm going to let the dog in. She is, if you watch the YouTube commercial, a machine they invented turned seawater into clean water. Devin, I do remember that. Can collect water from the ground and a tarp. Yes, that's absolutely true. It's called condensation. I live in an apartment in the middle of town, but I do have some preparation items. Do you have a recommendation? Store water, store food. Store it everywhere. Store it everywhere. And the reason I tell you, the reason I tell you that you need to store it everywhere is because people in apartments think they don't have any space. They do have space. You have space under things, above things, around things, behind things. I've seen where people are like opening up drawers, and you have these spaces that are just wide enough for a can to go inside there, and then you can put the drawer back inside of it. I've seen where there's space behind the drawer inside of the Chester drawers, where you can put stuff. Put stuff everywhere, man. Use every little nook and cranny you can find. Stack it to the roofs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people to do who live in apartments. Yeah, don't worry about it. If someone says something stupid, I just change their screen. Food, water, medical supplies, and defense. Exactly. Water, food, security. Those are the 3 pillars of true preparedness. You're very welcome, Williams. Penny is throwing a fit. What do we got here? Nothing on the YouTube side. We got nothing on the YouTube side. All right, see. Should I go door to door and encourage my neighbors to start prepping? If so, do I become a target? No, I would not. I would not go door to door telling people to become preppers. How do you fortify your land? Oh my God, that's a really for a guy. Come on, man. That's just weak. You're just weak, man. You're an annoyance. And in fact, I bet there's a button that I can push to make things really, really bad for you. See, what you don't know about this is that TikTok and I are actually working together to get rid of trolls. And I have a special button that I get to push that makes your account like not a good thing. Let's see, which one shall I push? Let's see. I'm going to go with that one right there. And I'm going to go with that one right there. And I'm going to submit it. And they said, thank you for reporting. So, yeah. TikTok and me, we're like this, bro. We're like this. Does a fence help, or is it more of a red flag? Not if it's a common fence. If you decide to put up a 6-foot barbed wire fence, yeah, you're going to put it's a red flag. Okay, so how do I fortify your land? Dude, that is such a mass. I could do like 3 weeks worth of a show on how to fortify your land. You know, fortify as in to protect. Start from the inside, okay? Because everybody's going to see what's happening on the outside. Yeah, if you want to get smart, Michael, here's what I challenge you to do, and hopefully you have done it. Hopefully you have done it, okay? But let me test your knowledge here. Go to your door and unscrew where the actual lock mechanism goes to the wall. You know what I'm saying? You got those 2 little screws in each of your braces. There's one on your regular lock, and there's a couple on your deadbolt. Unscrew those and see how long those screws are. If those screws aren't like 2, maybe 3 inches long, your door doesn't have a deadbolt. Your door doesn't have a real lock. Somebody can push through that door just like that. So yes, longer screws. Now, the problem you'll run into is if you have a steel door, okay? If you have a steel door, it becomes very difficult to extend your screws. You would literally have to drill into it and then rethread it and all sorts of problems. But most people just have wooden doors. So let's see. So I would start with that, okay? I'm sorry, I don't know you. I'm going to decline. Is it better to have storable foods or to grow your own? Well, you should be doing both, Big Daddy Red. You should be doing both. And I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I screwed my ankle up. I was making my winter garden or my fall garden. I was making the raised beds, and I was mowing my lawn, and I stepped into this little hole, and my little ankle went. And so I've been kind of laid up the last few days, but I'm getting better. I'm getting there. I'd say I'm about 80% right now. But I would have both. There's no reason for you not to have a fall garden. There's no reason. I mean, just Google it. What can I grow in a fall garden? And then buy those seeds, which do. You buy seeds, dude. People are like, I can't find seeds anywhere. Well, you know what? You can find seeds here. What is that? Homegrown. You can buy homegrown seeds, no problem. 55. And there's so much crap in here. It's even got a little chart on here, like where to grow stuff and based on temperature, stuff like that. Start growing. You don't need a lot of room. Just either make or buy some raised beds. You know, I know people that grow stuff on those little I don't even know what they're called. They're like long and they're about 6 inches deep, and you fill them full of dirt and you start raising stuff in them. I've got an herb garden in the back that's how I do it. You know, start growing stuff there. It'll just drape over the edge of your whatever you're at, and you know, tomatoes will hang. And we got tomatoes and cucumbers. I mean, you can grow anything. You know. Seeds are everywhere. You just got to look for them. You can't play this game where people are like, oh, we're so hard to find. Yeah, you try Amazon, try Google. I'm sure they want to sell them to you, Big Daddy says, is it better for you to stay where you are or go to a more secure location? Bug out space. It's always better to stay where you are. A bug out, we did this yesterday. A bug out location is only based on the security of your current location. You know, if you believe that you're in, so if I was in the city, if I was in downtown New York, I would plan to leave. I would have a place someplace else. I would have a plan to leave the second my trigger event happened, and I would be out of that city like that. Because people are just going to die in those cities. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be huge. But, you know, it's not, there's no better than this. But it's always better to bug in because that's where your stuff is. You know, you can grow in window boxes. Exactly. Grow kits are easy. Way for beginning garden. Exactly. They make some of these grow kits that are so easy to do that a monkey could. I mean, literally, they've trained monkeys to plant seeds. It's not hard. Water them every day. Give them some sunlight. You know, keep them out of the crazy weather, and they're gonna grow you food. So, it is that easy. You know. Dallas store has seeds on clearance right now. Just Michael or Michelle, just make sure that people know to check the dates. So, so seeds are only good for about 5 years. So just be aware. Or find a local farmer. They should have seeds or plant starts. I always have an extra. Exactly. What if nothing happens? Your pantry is full. Next question. I love when I get that one. I love when I get that question. I guess we're going survival channel now. Time for a co-host with the most. Hey, Black Wolf, catch me on the other side. We have some plans right now to get some co-hosts in here. I don't know exactly how it'll work out, but you need to message me. We need to talk. I thought we started all this stuff. Vacuum seal all seeds? Yes, absolutely. But once again, the seeds will only last for about 5 years. It's just the way it is. We sell vegetable plants each spring. Yeah. Hey, listen, honestly, hey, if you guys want some seeds, okay, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a quick story. I'm going to top off. Wrong. Wheat grain has been found in pyramids and it sprouted. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely 100%. But here's the thing. It has a lot to do with the germination of a particular type of seed, and it also has a lot to do with the type of seed itself. Okay? Wheat is very robust. It can survive lots and lots of stuff. Try that shit with a cucumber seed. See how far it gets you. So, thanks for saying I'm wrong, but in this case, you're right and you're wrong. So we're both right. There you go. Let's see here. Exactly. What I was going to... So, mother of all nation, I grow with seeds from my groceries. Yes, that's my story. A year ago, I grew a bunch of cucumbers, and at the end of the life of those plants, I took like 2 cucumbers and I just like scraped all the seeds out of them. And then the way you process seeds is very simple. You get them out of whatever they came out of. Okay, if it's tomatoes, it's fruit, it doesn't matter. Okay, get them out of whatever they came out of. Then what you want to do is you want to soak those seeds in water for about 3 days. And the way I did it was, people are like, mix. I'm like, no, I just shook. What I did is I put them in a mason jar full of water. Okay. And then every day I would just go and shake them. And what you're doing is you want to get rid of the little sack that's around every single seed, because it won't dry if you don't get rid of that sack. That's what protects the seed. So get rid of that sack. And once you've finally done that, after 3 or 4 days, there won't be any more sacks around the seeds. Then you just drain them and you make sure they're clean, and you lay them out on paper towels on top of baking sheets, and then covered them with paper towels, and then set them away for 6 weeks. Dried them right up. The next year, oh my God, the cucumbers. I still have cucumbers in my refrigerator that are still coming out of the ground. Oh, that'll never work. That's genetically modified, man. Did you know that once you get a plant to grow food for you, after the second generation, so not the ones that I've just grown, but the ones that I will grow off of the next set of seeds, they're no longer GMO. They've come back to their familiar, I can't say it right, their familiarity, I think is the right word. Let's see here. What quantity value are you talking? I have my ideas. I think that people need to understand how heavy ammunition really is, and there's a lot to be said for stocking up. But if you think that you're going to grab 1,000 rounds and put them in your pack and go running and gunning, I think the only thing that you're going to do is die tired. Let's see here. Buy heirloom seeds and save seeds. You can do that too, Firelife. Frozen foods are kind of tricky, right? Meat storage and all that. Well, yeah, I mean, but you got to have variables. So I have freezer. I have food that I keep in a refrigerator. I have a working pantry, and then I have my long-term stores. I rotate all of these things, constantly eat out of these things. One goes on to the other. For instance, like I like to, my refrigerator versus my long-term pantry or my long-term stores. I love to eat the chili mac from My Patriot Supply. I eat that probably once every few weeks. It's really, really good. But when you take those survival type foods, then it's like anything else. You want to spice them up. You know, I don't like things that are bland. I don't. It has its own flavor and it's good, but I want it to have more of a punch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw some cheddar cheese on it. I might sprinkle a little cayenne pepper on it. Just give it a little bit of oomph. You know what I'm saying? So you start to mix those different things, and that's the way you should be living anyway. It should never be one single thing, because then at some point you're gonna be like, I'm going to live forever because I have 4 million pounds of beans and 4 million pounds of rice. Yeah, you know what you're going to do? You're going to die of freaking, like, diarrhea. That's what you're going to die of. Why not just raid and pillage from those that have kind of like putting if he wins, liberals lose? I don't know what that means, but here I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question. But I'm gonna keep an eye on you because you're walking that line. So, Great Field. Here's the thing: there are people out there that actually think that that's what they're going to do. Now, in every single instance where let's go full out, let's go 100% Titawaki. The rule of law doesn't exist anymore. In every single instances where a nation or nation state has gone through this transition where the citizenry has taken over, where shit has just hit the fan fully. And there's people that have prepared for it and the people that don't, and those people who don't think that, well, I'm just going to stock up on 556 and I'm going to come take your stuff. And we're going to make a pack. We're going to make a wolf pack. Yeah, that's it. We're going to call ourselves werewolves. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And they don't realize how stupid they are being, because as we're taught as children, there are ramifications for our actions. And in the beginning, they're probably going to get things the way they want them to be. But then they're going to start to run out of supplies. And then they're going to start doing this. But you know what? The word's going to pass. The word's going to get around that these guys are out there. And you know what? There's going to be things called posses. Yeah, that's a real thing. And they're going to come get those people. And you know what? They're going to win. They're going to win a few. Don't get me wrong. You know, battle is always a war of attrition, no matter how you fight it. But in the end, they're going to lose. And the ones that survive and run away and live to fight another day and have to live out on the land and just be away from everybody because now everybody knows who they are. And that's right, they know who you are. And then the world will start to come back together and the rule of law will be reestablished. And good people will be in charge and stopping these things. And your name will be known. They'll know who you are. And you're going to have to pay for what you did. So, have fun. I really don't recommend that line of thought, though. Really super hard to farm in a war. Oh, I don't know. I don't... The Ukrainians are having a problem with it, but they somehow are managing to fill ships full of grain. So, I don't know. I don't know what that really means, Amy. Let's see here. Defense is better than offense in long exactly. Where are we at? Farming requires so much stability. Not at the local level. It does not. It requires zero stability. As long as you have a place to put stuff in the ground, like seeds, and water it and take care of it, you know, even if it's just you or maybe it's a community, yeah, people come mess with your goats. Hey, listen, if somebody shows up and messes with my goats, they're going to find out that I only have stock and shovels, and they're going to get to use one time. They eat your cross. Amy, I don't know if we have a language problem or okay. Yeah, okay. Goats eat your crops. Well, tie them up. I don't see the logic. I don't see the logic to your thought process here, but I'll support what you're saying until you say something really dumb. And dumb by means, you know what I mean. The cat wants in and the dog wants in. The cat is, oh my God, she's like pawing at the, you can grow stuff inside with the right conditions. You don't need much space to survive. Correct. Absolutely true. They eat everything. Yeah, I had a goat try to eat my lawnmower once. That's a real story. Hold on, cat. You gonna come in this time instead of run away, you big goof? Okay. What? Well, come here. Oh, come here. Oh. Cats are so stupid. I've got goats and a huge garden. It's called a fence. Very true. Very true. They might end up in the deer gut hole. Yeah, there you go. What do we got on the listen up, kids? This is key. I genuinely have no understanding of how much water I need to store. JB, water's a tricky subject because water has weight, okay? And water can only be stored probably for about 6 months. You might be able to get away with it if you have the proper facilities and maybe even a filtration plant, which is not difficult to make. But once again, you need to build your own infrastructure. So, agreed. I do not like cats either. This cat loves me. This cat loves me. This cat is, she makes a perfect throw rug. This cat is just the best throw rug ever. This is the only cat that I've ever actually liked. This is also the only cat that I've ever not been allergic to. And this is the only cat that's ever actually liked me. So I don't know what is going on here. Do movies make a mockery of proper prepping? Yeah, I mean, they can. They can. I mean, I don't know. It's always seen as more of a stereotype than anything else. Okay. I think that thank you, Tracy. So water has weight, and it can only be stored for a certain period of time. So you do have to rotate it. But what, you want my cup? You got it? Don't look at me like I'm doing something stupid. You're the one that wanted it. There's a lot of variables to water, but the big thing is storing it properly, and having the strength in your floor that's strong enough to hold it up. Now you want down? Okay. So those are the two biggest things. It's the beard. You're the same color. Thank you, Enon. The barber butchered my beard last week. If you've been following, you see that it was much longer before. No, once it gets a little longer, I'll have the girlfriend dye it out so I don't look so old. I'm not that old. Thank you, Amy. All right, guys, it is now 12 noon. I've been doing this for 2 hours, which really sucks because it sucks. It's great that I did it, but I'm really getting like dry-throated. And I've got 100 people sitting inside my primary, which is awesome. And my secondary's been kicking ass and taking names. I got 11,000 likes out of them. It's absolutely amazing. Excuse me. The YouTube family, as usual, you will see me in the Discord. And yeah, until the next time, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the old YouTubeage, and we're gonna go from there. We'll see you in the Discord, YouTube guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.